Welcome to another FafNir guide. Today's guide is about MathMech. This deck is already around in masterduel for a long time. But a month ago this deck received one new support card, that pushed this deck into a meta top tier deck. It's basically a Cybers Link based deck that also utilize Synchro and Exceed monster of their archetype, to disrupt our opponent's play, and also it has an OTK combo when going second. If you don't know what Cybers is, it's a type of monsters same like zombie, plant, machine, and so on. It's actually the latest monster type to be released into Yu-Gi-Oh! Since the release of its anime Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. So this monster type it's still new and there are still a few of them in this game. The deck is really consistent since they are a level 4 Cybers monster that are searchable using Cynet mining and also Small World. And most of the generic Cybers Link monster that usually used by Accesscode Talker deck and Ignister deck, can turn this deck even stronger than most other top tier deck. After several suggestions from your comment in my previous MathMech video, I decided to add 2 Sigma in case 1 Sigma is banished so I can survive in grind game, and add more Subtraction or Addition, but I still don't want to play Final Sigma, so I prefer to add 2 Alembertian instead. If you don't like Exceed or Debug, you can just remove them, and add more Sub and Addition, but it's better if they are no more than 2 so it won't outchance your Diameter and Circular. I'm gonna try to simplify the explanation of each card that we use in this deck. MathMech Circular, the newest support card that push this deck to become top tier. First effect, special summon itself from hand by sending one MathMech monster from deck to graveyard. The usual card that we send as Sigma. It has a price after you activate this effect. You can only attack with one monster this turn, so be mindful with these restrictions when you are going to OTK with this deck. Second effect, whenever a MathMech monster is summoned, it trigger its effect to add one MathMech spell or trap card from deck to hand. MathMech Diameter, the second most useful monster in this deck. First effect, when normal summon you can target one level 4 MathMech monster in graveyard, special summon it. Second effect, when this monster is used as a Synchro or Exceed material to summon a MathMech monster, that monster will gain an effect, to omni-negate your opponents once and only on the turn it's summoned. So basically you must use it wisely on the turn it's summoned or else, you will not be able to omni-negate with it after turn change. MathMech Sigma, the third most useful monster in this deck. Its effect is to special summon itself from hand or graveyard to the field. This effect comes with a requirement and a price to it. It requires to not control any monster in your extra zone to be able to activate this effect. And after this card is summoned that way, you no longer be able to special summon monster from extra deck except Cybers type monster. And also after it's summoned this way, when it's leave the field, it's banish instead. MathMech Subtraction and Addition. These two monster basically has the same effect. Target one monster you control and special summon this card from your hand to field. It also locked you to only summon Cybers monster from extra deck. For Subtraction the targeted monster will lose 1000 attack points, while Addition will gain 1000 attack points instead until the end of this turn. MathMech Nabla and Multiplication. Nabla is basically another searcher for MathMech monster, but it's special summoned to field instead. When sent to graveyard you can target your monster in the extra monster zone. It can attack twice but only against monsters. Multiplication is basically multiplying. It multiply your level 4 Cybers monster to level 8, and also when it's sent to graveyard, you can target your monster in extra monster zone, and multiply its attack points. Some people said, Nabla and Multiplication is only usable when you want to Synchro summon to MathMech Final Sigma, the big boss of this deck. Yes, I'm not gonna argue with that. If you have at least one random monster on your field, you can just summon Nabla, tribute that other random monster, special summon Multiplication, multiply one of them to level 8, and then Synchro to Final Sigma and summon it on extra monster zone. it's unaffected by card's effect except MathMech, and Nabla will make it able to attack twice, and multiplication will multiply final sigma attack to 6000 attack points. You can OTK with it, but even if you don't want to play final sigma, Nabla is still needed for this deck, and I'll show you why in the combo section. MathMech Alembertian, Exceed monster that requires 2 level 4 monsters, are key searcher for this deck combo. MathMech Laplacian, another Exceed monster that requires 3 level 4 monsters, are key disruptor on opponent's turn. On summoned you can detach up to 3 materials from this card, and send 1 card each from your opponent's hand randomly, from opponent's monster zone, and from opponent's spell trap zone. Its effect depends on opponent's board situation. If your opponents control no card when this effect activated, you can only detach 1 material, and send 1 random card from their hand, and so on with detaching 2 materials. It also has another effect. Whenever a MathMech cards you control, including your MathMech spell trap card, is about to destroyed, you can detach 1 material instead. Superfactorial, our main disruption for this archetype, is the trap card that led us to special summon MathMech extra deck monster on our opponent's turn, usually used to summon Laplacian, since by targeting up to 3 MathMech monster in your graveyard and summon them to field, it's basically like Tri-Brigade Revolt, but only from graveyard. MathMech Equation, some backup cards in case we got our combo disrupted by hand traps, but it also can be used to extend our combo to be able to OTK when going second. MathMech Induction. I rarely use this, so I don't know how good it is, but if you think this card is needed for you, go ahead, add it to your deck list. Next I'm gonna explain the engine that I use in this deck. This is unnecessary. Even without it, the deck's still playable, but it's good to know in case you want to upgrade your own deck list. I'm using Code Talker engine to easily make Decode Talker Heatsoul, and also have an access to Omni Negate counter trap card. Microcoder. It's really good if you open this in your hand. You can basically link summon a Code Talker monster by using this card on your hand as one of the material, and after that, you will be able to search a Cynet card from your deck. Usually for going first I search Cynet Conflict, the counter trap card, but if you already had it on your hand you can search Cynet Mining instead, and search another MathMech monster that you need to extend your combo. Lady Debug and Code Talker Inverted, another extender for microcoder combo. Decode Talker Heatsoul, draw 2 so you can access more hand trap from deck. And here is the small world diagram that you need. That's all for the core card that I have in this deck. For the rest of the other core card, it's better if I show it in the combo section. 1 card combo. Basic 1 card combo with only circular. This is the extended version of one-card circular combo. If you add MathMech Induction to your deck list, you can get extra disruption on opponent's turn. If you see here, we have Wicked in the endboard. It can protect our Laplacian from destruction when summoned to the zone it pointed to. But if you decided to tribute Wicked instead of Yugioh, when you were forced to activate your Superfactorial early while your opponent's board empty, Yugioh can negate opponent's imperm when Laplacian effects resolve, so choose your route wisely. Anti-Ash one-card circular combo. This combo is really similar to the extended version. Imagine your circular got negated here. We can go for this route to complete your combo. This is Nabla's another purpose beside for final sigma summoning. And if you have a microcoder on your hand, you can still extend it like this, and you will got an omni-negate counter trap. One card circular 10K double attack Accesscode Talker. Since we already have 3 different attribute link monster in graveyard, we need another difference attribute to be summoned. With these, your access code can destroy 4 cards on the field. Just for your information, Nabla double attack effects is only against monster, not direct attack, so in grinding situation, update jammer is still needed. I'm gonna show you in tips and tricks. Those are the 1 card combo that I can provide. Next is 2 cards combo. Basic diameter plus circular. Summon Decode Talker for draw 2, will give you more advantage when you play at least 9 to 10 hand traps in your deck list. Anti-Ash diameter plus circular. Chain link 1 circular and then chain link 2 diameter, it will chain block Ash Blossom. So this will be the best way for our opponents to Ash Blossom. But since Alembertian Exceed using diameter, it can omni-negate once per turn, so it can negate Ash or Imperm at this time. Anti-Ash circular plus subs or addition. Ash negate here. Anti-Ash Circular plus Gatchiri. If your opponents decided not to Ash Circular here, mostly they will try to Ash Alembertian just like in the previous combo. Here is how to play around it. Gatchiri, when sent to graveyard, let you target one monster and make it unaffected by your opponent's card's effect, including Ash Blossom. Anti-Disruption Diameter plus Circular. This combo is for a situation in case your opponents realize that Alembertian can currently negate, and decided to save their hand traps, means we gotta keep Alembertian until the end. Anti-Disruption Diameter plus Subs or Addition. Anti-disruption Nabla plus Circular. Sigma plus Circular. Any level 4 plus subs or addition. Lady Debug plus Circular. Lady Debug plus subs or addition. Lady Debug plus Parallel Exceed. Parallel Exceed is your backup combo in case your MathMech combo got hit by so many disruption. Floodgate combo with Circular plus subs or addition. You can add either summon limit or anti-spell, it's pretty much your choice. 10K double attack unaffected Accesscode Talker with Circular plus Gatchiri. That's all for the combo that I can provide. Actually there are still more, like 3-card combo, but most of them it's just with extra subs or addition, and you will only end up with the same endboard. In my opinion it's better for you to master and get use with the 2-card combo first, and just use your extra subs or addition for backup plan instead of using them as the proper combo in case things go south. And here are the tips and trick for this deck. As you realize, I don't add MathMech Final Sigma in my deck list because for me it's just too weak, but it's easy to summon it and you get an unaffected 6k attack points that can attack twice to monster, but the effect only lasts for a turn. If you decided to add it, it's your choice, but the reason I prefer to add 2 Alembertian is I can survive in a grind game for 1 or 2 more turn. Let's say, when I activate Superfactorial, my opponent's called Grave or DD Crow one of my MathMech monster. I can still summon the rest of the 2, and Exceed summon Alembertian instead, and search for follow-up next turn. In here my opponent's stupidly enough not to banish Diameter, so my Alembertian have an extra Omni negate in that turn. Another reason I don't play Final Sigma is because this is currently tier 1 deck, so you will mostly get a mirror match. As stated in Final Sigma effects it's unaffected while in the extra monster zone, except MathMech monster, so if your opponent's is also a MathMech player, Final Sigma can be disrupted by them. But once again I said this, it's your choice to play Final Sigma in your deck. That's all for the guide today. If you like and enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe, like and share it. Bye bye.